here. Let's say it's the crypto summit. That's understandable, right? Who's who of crypto? Donnie T making the speech. Everyone's looking for Uncle Sam to pump their bags. Okay. Now, over here, we have something going on that I don't think people fully understand yet. We have a German government who did something that is like almost unprecedented, and that they said they were going to borrow all the money in the world, copying the Mario Draghi line, whatever it takes. That was from a different thing. I'll explain that. Whatever it takes to, I don't know, spend money on defense, because all of a sudden, now that we're trying to make peace with the Russians, Europe's got to make war with them. And they were like, whatever it takes. Like, we're going to borrow all the money in the world, literally, to build up our defense industry, because, the United States is not doing it anymore. Okay. Well, the German bond market obviously didn't like that. So the German bond market makes this move that's like borderline unprecedented. Like, interest rates skyrocketed, bond market crashed. Everyone's like, whoa. But check this out. What happens when interest rates go up? The currency goes up. And you may have heard this somewhere on the show, that there actually is a case to buy the euro, right? The Germans got a new government. Interest rates are going up, right? Everyone's as bearish in Europe as they can get. Everyone's bullish the dollar. And then guess what? The euro goes up, the yen goes up, and the dollar, I don't know, kind of goes down only. I mean, down only in the dollar is like 2%, but it's still down only. Now, as far as I recollect, even though I know the yen thing is tricky, when the dollar gets wrecked, crypto goes up. Period. This is what we've actually been waiting for 2 years. So if you're sitting around going, gee, there's no cycle. Like, what cycle was there? There's the Bitcoin ETF, and there was a meme pump and dump. But where's the cycle? Well, we can't get the cycle, or at least a trend, because interest rates are too high. The dollar is too high. Period. So if the dollar starts to go lower, and we get any support from the U.S. government, like we get a strategic reserve, a sovereign wealth fund, or Michael Saylor on the tape, or whatever, you get those two things together, you have a very, very powerful upside. Now, of course, if you add to that the triple threat, the cherry on top is that everyone in crypto is bearish. Everyone is bearish. No one will touch it. It's radioactive. Like, fear greed is at 15%. If you said back in November that it was going to be the who's who of crypto in the White House talking about how to goose this industry, and you would tell people that fear greed would be at 15%, they would tell you were out of your mind. So again, to review, let me get this straight. The dollar is going down. Like, it's not, Bill's trying to read the macro crystal ball. The dollar is going down. Metals, copper was up yesterday. ETH travels with metals and the dollar. The case for Bitcoin in a weak dollar environment is obvious. Everyone is bearish crypto. Everyone. And get this, equities are getting wrecked because the yen is rising, and this is the whole yen carry trade from last year. If you remember it, if you don't, it's okay. The yen started moving up and everyone panicked. I don't think you need to know the details, right? The yen goes up, everyone in stocks loses their mind. But stocks are down this morning, and you have the decoupling kicking in, which is something me and my group and, my colleague has been saying for over a year, that Bitcoin is going to decouple from stocks, and altcoins may actually be able to decouple from Bitcoin. All these coins are going to do their own thing, and we've seen that, right? Some stuff rallies, some stuff goes to zero. So what do you want to be long, NVIDIA or Bitcoin? Microsoft or MicroStrategy? What do you want to do? What happens if everyone is long NVIDIA and short MicroStrategy and that trade comes unglued? What happens if Bitcoin is supposed to go down? Like, what happens if everyone says, well, the strategic reserve, the government's not buying my bags, blah, 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 blah. What happens if there's a dip off that and that dip gets bought? Then what? Then what are you going to do? Right? What happens if 80K Bitcoin, where it's like radioactive and I can't touch it, is the same thing as 16K back after FTX, which remember is the last time everybody decided to get this bearish. It's radioactive. I'm not touching it. My YouTube views have collapsed. In order to get attention on YouTube and crypto, you've got to do like insane, wild things, which I'm not doing. Everyone has left. Everyone is gone. And the dollar is collapsing. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get the setup any better. Can't get it set up any better. And I can just only tell you what I'm doing. Like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, like my little unit, which is very small, very humble, said, okay, all in. Can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what I did. Like 86K Bitcoin, 2100 ETH, I don't know, 230 XRP, all in. All in. That's all I can do, right? And as a guy who taught me trading would say, if I'm wrong, I'll lose money. But that's just my attitude. It's like, if you cannot buy Bitcoin when everyone is bearish and the dollar is crashing, then you can't buy Bitcoin or any other crypto for that matter. All right, let's see who's here. I know we got a little bit of late start today. Diogo, what's up? Thomas Chai, Yav, Alexandra from Switzerland. I got to see Switzerland one day. I got to see it. I used to work for Swiss Bank, which is now UBS. That's where UBS got its 3 keys logo from. I've always wanted to see it. I'll probably stand out like a sore thumb, this like big chunky Texan walking around Switzerland, but I got to go one day. Yao Lopez, Diogo, Taz Pinball, what's up? Horace, Tyler, Malik, Grandpa Keeter, holy schmoly. Crypto Scam, Tyson. But the rumors sell the news again. Okay. Sell the news on the crypto summit, maybe. Right into a dollar collapse. Like they're all going to be standing down there, goes, please sell the news, just like on the Bitcoin ETF, just like the election. Everybody wants to sell the news in crypto, and that's fine. I get it. Please do so. I'm going to be standing down there, whatever I got left. I'm going to be pulling out the change out of the couch. I'm in. Old Smoky, Greed Dono, East Alien. Oh, no. Good morning. Okay, news. Let's go. Let's talk about sentiment in Europe, shall we? 20% of Europeans would fight to defend their country. The other 80% would expect America to do it. Maybe. There weren't many Canadians who were patriotic before the Orange Man got started. Now, I bet every Canadian would act like a hockey player and put the Canadian hockey jersey on and drop the gloves and put up their fists to fight anybody who got in their face. It's funny how that works. And it's funny that bearish sentiment in Europe, as far as I'm concerned, it can't get any higher. Everyone's bearish Europe, except for the fact that German stocks were up only. Now German bonds are down only. Interest rates are up only, and the euro could follow. And for anybody who follows DXY, like that was like the thing, like, I don't know, like a year ago. Like crypto Twitter rotates all the things that it's an expert on, right? Like DeepSeek, tariffs, M2, a year and a half ago, maybe, or maybe even longer than that, it was DXY. It's like, oh, look at the dollar. And no one's looking at the dollar now. We're all looking at tariffs and whatever BS. It's the dollar. The tariffs may have shaken up the foreign exchange market and woken it up. So everyone's bearish Europe. Everyone's bearish Bitcoin. The euro's going up and Bitcoin follows because the dollar is going. And that fits with the administration because they want it down. The dollar higher isn't good for the economy. The stock market, manufacturing, it's just not good. Real world assets is on. Social mentions are significantly higher, according to Lunar Crush and the Eagle King, who is really good at Lunar Crush. Chainlink, Hedera, Avalanche, headquartered in Brooklyn, New York. Who's talking about this? Nobody. Nobody. I mean, they're talking about it on Twitter. I mean, do you think after this strategic, because the thing that's funny is I've seen the list of who's at the crypto summit. You know who's not at the crypto summit? BlackRock and the investment banks. Left out. So if these guys have announcements, they better do it right after the crypto summit or no one is ever going to listen to them. So if you're a project and you're American made and you want tax-free transactions or you can get something on chain or you got a plan, you better announce it now. You better announce it now. And I don't blame Chainlink, Chainlink, all these American made cryptos. Everyone's assuming it's like the government has to pump a coin. It has to pump my bag. No, it doesn't. It can just say we fully support this industry. We're going to lower taxes and we want this thing as big as freaking possible. And Michael Saylor just has to come out and say, yeah, they're doing it. And that's it. Right. Or, I mean, if strategy is helping them, God help these hedge funds who are all short strategy. So this is real and everyone is blowing off these American made cryptos. And ironically, they're rallying now as they speak with equities getting hammered. Okay. Kramer says he does not see a trade deal being reached and resolve the trade war. So nothing's going to get resolved according to Uncle Jim. Okay. The art of the deal, right? You secure the border, we'll stop the tariffs. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Everyone's hysterical about the yen. Everyone's hysterical about the tariffs. Everyone's hysterical about whatever, because that's what works on crypto Twitter. Let's get hysterical. Let's have a Twitter space about how hysterical we are. Okay. I got a great idea. Let's watch DXY plummet, and any dip that these nincompoops give you in crypto, you just hoover it up like you don't care. You don't care. I mean, yeah, you have to care. You have to pay your rent and not be an idiot in meme coins. But there's a point where you have to have conviction and make a stand. That's it. That's not it for you. That's it for me. That's what I'm saying. Alert. Mt. Gox is moving $1 billion in BTC. Ooh. Yeah, you think there's going to be a bid for Mt. Gox's BTC? Yeah, I think there is. It's like somebody called up Mt. Gox and said, "Can you please move $1 billion? Because we need $100 billion. We need $100 billion. But we don't need $1 billion. We need $100 billion. If governments, states, hoping the great state of Texas jumps in right on the South by Southwest festival and goes, we're doing it." Look at this. The president of Belarus says we got electricity to go, so let's buy Bitcoin. Let's use it to make Bitcoin. You know, what's unbelievable is we're in the twilight zone when the communists get this and we don't. North Korea hacks their way into the Bitcoin reserve, and Russia's proxy state says, hey, why aren't we doing this? The North Koreans are doing it. We should do it too. And we're all sitting around wondering whether or not it's going to happen. And the communists are doing it. Not just like, not the high-end communists like China and Russia, like the low-end communists. Like, hey, what a great idea. And we're sitting around going, well, they're not mooning my bag. Strategy, the largest convertible bond issuer again in 2025. I will explain to you what that means. Year to date, Strategy is 30% of the U.S. convertible market powered by Bitcoin. Okay, so a convertible is a complicated financial instrument. It looks like a bond, and if certain good things happen, you can turn it into stock. That's what it means. Okay. So MicroStrategy, and this has got all the hedge funds all wound up, and I understand it's pretty radical, that they are like, we will issue all of the legacy paper. Like we will say, here's paper, right? Paper, dollars, dollar securities, paper. You want paper? Here you go. I'm going to get the Bitcoin now. And the thing that's funny is, pension funds, mutual funds, huge players. Like if Strategy is the biggest player, Who's buying the paper? Easy. Anybody who can't get Bitcoin exposure. They can't get Bitcoin exposure. They either got to buy MicroStrategy stock, which is, somewhat pricey on spreadsheets, or they got to buy any of these other securities that he issues because they can't do the ETF and they can't do physical Bitcoin. So big mutual funds, big pension funds, all these huge insurance companies, these huge players, they buy this stuff. They don't sell it. So all the hedge funds are like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get short all this. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just tell you something. In the history of financial markets, unless there's a crisis, right? When it's hedge funds versus mutual funds, hedge funds never win. Never. They always get smoked out. And it's easy to see how it could happen, right? Dollar goes down out of nowhere. No one expected that. Dollar collapses. Gold spikes. Bitcoin smokes through 110. Everybody long NVIDIA, short MicroStrategy, and both trades unwind. They got to dump NVIDIA and cover the shorts in MicroStrategy simultaneously. Can you imagine? I mean, everyone's like, wow, what happens if Bitcoin makes a new high? What happens if Bitcoin makes a new high and MicroStrategy or strategy goes with it? I mean, there are bullish catalysts here. There are. And that's key, right? Because that's why everyone's bearish. No one sees any upside because everyone's caught up in whatever the algorithms have you caught up in. Pro-Bitcoin senator doesn't think Trump's Bitcoin strategic reserve will happen soon. Okay, so this is funny. So on the realistic side, okay, the Fed is not equipped and the Treasury is not equipped to hold physical Bitcoin. So, they're not equipped for that today. But, and there could be a reality check. There could be a dip. That's fine. But if you want to dip Bitcoin or you want to have it slammed and be volatile off whatever government headline, the actual economics are already in favor of Bitcoin. So it is kind of funny that Cynthia Loomis, who is bullish, is now bearish. Everybody is bearish crypto. Cynthia Loomis is like, yeah, not going to happen. Yeah, I can't do it. No, not going to happen. Bearish. Won't touch it. It's radioactive. My constituents are telling me to shut up. I'm too scared of the price action. And Cynthia, how can you blame Cynthia? She's like bull posting it while it's like all up and down 15%. It's like collapsing. Everyone's like, we're not touching this. Okay. Cynthia's bearish now. State Republicans bring back the D word. So if you're naughty and they don't like you, they might pay your bank a visit. So much for it's different this time. It's not. You may like the guys in power, and it's a great show. I love it, man. Like they make all these cool montages and videos. It's great. It's great theater, man. I love all that flag waving stuff from the 80s, man. I'm all about it. USA. That's great. But nothing's changing. You're never getting me away from my little privacy play, ain't I? Antivirus. I'm never getting off that. And I'm never getting off Bitcoin or XRP. Oh, they can't get it. They got to wake up early every day, earlier and earlier to hate on XRP every day. Okay, good luck with that. Right? These guys, if they don't like you, man, you disappear. You got to be a sovereign individual. So the Orange Man round trip, 20 million on meme coins. We'll buy them and we'll dump them on someone's head. No, that's fine. I mean, people got to manage their P&L, right? But it's funny that the headline is about what the Orange Man's doing with meme coins and not with the fact that his company wants to buy ETH and ETH now has a business development arm. As a matter of fact, this might be a good time to just show that because I didn't show it, right? So, by the way, the antivirus store is live. So I ordered my merch, Janice on top of that. Ethereum's got a marketing agency. I didn't even know this. Welcome to Etherealize. This is like somebody, this is why it's so bullish. Somebody said, it's not from the Ethereum Foundation. Somebody said, you know what? We got to build something different. We gotta tell people why Ethereum's great. And here's a 17-part plan to accelerate adoption by institutions. And here's a 17-part plan about ETH, and no one wants to touch ETH. No one wants to touch it. It's at 2,200. It's dead. No one likes it. You got to be kidding me. It's like we're at the dawn of everyone meeting at the White House to talk about crypto. Real world assets is trending on social media, and no one wants to touch ETH. Are you kidding? Oh, by the way, did I mention that ETH benefits from the dollar going lower? Like that is the main driver of ETH. Liquidity, high-powered money from the treasury, dollar lower, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to happen right now. It's happening, and no one cares. It's amazing. BlackRock has stopped selling. There have been zero outflows. BlackRock holds $50 billion in Bitcoin. I mean, some of that is with trading JEETs in the ETF. I get it. But you got to think about the big picture as to whether or not most of that Bitcoin's ever coming back into the market. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin strategic reserve positions the U.S. as a leader to race to dominate cyberspace. You know, I could be bearish on crypto if Michael Saylor wasn't at the strategic reserve meeting, the crypto summit. I mean, what do you think he's going to say at the summit? Right? He's going to tell them, buy it, buy it, buy it all. And they've asked Michael Saylor, what do you think about altcoins? He's like, I don't care. I want U.S. to dominate digital assets. Right? Period. Like, I want to see a picture of Michael Saylor. First of all, if Vitalik is not at this thing, he's an idiot. Right? But somebody from Ethereum or Solana, whatever, I don't care. I always see Michael Saylor taking a picture with somebody from the altcoin universe. And then have somebody tell me that the summit's a disappointment because they didn't buy their bags that day. They dip it off that. Oh, you just take it from them. I don't care if it's a nasty dip. They want to take it down to 77K. Awesome. Awesome. I'll sell my freaking water cooler. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. Give me the top 5 best meme coins on Solana right now. Charlie, the positive cat, says, you know what? 6 million market cap. 6 million market cap, people. Bitcoin, 80K is the new 16K. Good night. Everyone negative. Everyone negative. Everyone negative. I love this, right? It's like, you know, back in 2020 or all these bull markets, right? All these bull markets. You washed everybody out like 40%. I think it was September of 2017. Like that was nasty. You dropped Bitcoin 40% in 10 days. This is 25%. Yes, okay, altcoins got vaporized. I get it. Altcoins never went up, and then they got vaporized. So I understand. But you've been paid in these big trends to buy these horrendous down moves when everyone gets bearish. Everyone's like, oh, the cycle. Oh, can you show me a cool cycle graph? Oh, wow. Let's talk about the cycle. Let's watch 7 Benjamin Cohn videos about the cycle. Can I have a logarithmic Bitcoin chart? People, when it goes down and everyone gets bearish, you have been paid to buy it. And I can't believe everyone is bearish with Michael Saylor at the White House and the dollar collapsing. I mean, we could do this market update in an elevator. It's like, hey, homie, everyone's bearish crypto and the dollar's collapsing. Really? Yeah, Michael Saylor's going to the White House and he's bringing like 20 friends. Wow. Wow, this is my floor. Check my Coinbase when I get to my desk. That's it. That's a market update. You want the market update? That's a market update. Musk says, you know, government didn't spend money appropriately. Getting pushback out there from courts and whatever. Yeah, now they're scaring people. But what you don't understand is that this is theater to distract you from some larger problem. It is. Like we got a $37 trillion problem. Like don't doubt that the orange man gets like somewhat serious when he says we need this higher now. Expanding digital asset adoption across the European Union. Could they get any more hostile? Could they get any more bearish? Like, you know, all right. So this is like a Ripple article and, you know, they're doing whatever they have to do to market Ripple. But, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to German stocks yesterday. I don't. But I just know that it's up only. It's up only in Europe. People are pumped up in Germany. At least the capital markets are. I don't know what's going on socially, but people are pumped up, right? Let's look at the euro while we're at it. Oh, wow, look at that. If that was an altcoin, would you buy it? Woo! Premium zone in the euro is at 1.12. It's currently at 1.08. Want to have a laugh? Let's look at a weekly chart of the euro, huh? How about that? Wow. Look at this thing. The thing that's amazing about the euro, if you look at it on like a monthly chart, is that it's been dead for 10 years. More than that, it's been dead for 12 years. Like it died in 2014 and it hasn't done anything in 10 years. What happens if this thing takes off? I'm just a question, just asking for a friend. Ripple is proud to support the National Cryptocurrency Association. Okay, a brief public service announcement. This is from Brad Garlinghouse. A brief public service announcement about XRP. So everyone's all wound up. The Bitcoin maximalists are upset. You know, Brad's getting a lot of photo ops. Brad's getting attention. XRP is not as good as Solana. It's untested, blah, blah, blah. You know, Brad Garlinghouse has a lot of money. He can buy his way into any room in Washington. Really? Did he buy his way into the SEC when the SEC was trying to erase him from the planet for 5 years? You know, XRP just woke up and now everyone's willing to, you know, overthrow the king, Brad Garlinghouse. You got to be kidding me. The guy just got here. He was donating to the wrong political party in November, massively. Now everybody thinks this is no good. This is a fast form of money. Banks have been left out. They're not at the crypto summit. So what are they going to do? They either got to buy Bitcoin, they got to get involved in real world assets, or they got to start using Ripple as a way to reduce their costs, which is a legitimate reason to use XRP because they can move value across borders at a much lower cost. Yeah, this is no good, right? The yen is, let's have XRP get lumped in with NVIDIA and the rest of that toilet paper, and then let's FUD Brad Garlinghouse. Am I in the crypto market? Have we all gone crazy? Did they run out of medicine in crypto land? And the pharmacies are all closed? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? There's a lot of positive things going on here, and we're just addicted to negativity. I mean, not you, not me. Well, I do like my grisly, ugly negativity. I have that hedge fund, everything's going to blow up streak. But you know what? I'm getting rid of that. Because I don't think the solution is everything to blow up to the downside. It's to have crypto moon to the upside. That's how you release all the pressure in the system. So Mike's got the orange tie going, and he's like, hey, good luck getting me to shut up about this. You know, like the government has like a spokesman now. Like once he goes to the White House, he's not talking for strategy anymore. He's talking for the government. That's why he's there. Right? They want him out front talking about this all day, every day. Not Eric Trump, although I like Eric Trump and he gets a bad rap. I actually think he's pretty smart. He gave a great speech at the Republican convention. Now he's like trying to get attention on crypto Twitter. That is and is not working out in certain instances. But who's going to speak for the government? Like who's the Elon of crypto? Well, that's easy, Michael Saylor. Elon gets on TV every day and bull posts Doge, which is cutting costs, but it's not going to make a dent in $37 trillion in debt. They're spending $100 trillion every 5 months. And he's like, oh, we found a $320,000 misappropriation in Guatemala. Okay, good, Elon. That's good for you, man. We need solutions in trillions. This is the only guy that can get him solutions in trillions, and we're fading it. We can't wait to sell, or we don't want to buy, or both. Here are the major categories on your radar for the White House Crypto Summit. ETF contenders, well, that's easy. They're all going in ETFs because that's the only way the sovereign wealth fund and the Fed can start buying them. So everything's going in an ETF, everything. Tokens mentioned by Trump. Tokens made in the USA. Okay. Tokens mentioned by Trump Trump doesn't need to mention any tokens. As a matter of fact, that's irritating Trump. He's like, what? I have to pump everyone's bags? Shut up and build something. Call me when you've hired 10,000 people. These are the made in the USA cryptos with ETF applications, right? Made in the USA. Optimism, no one's talking about. Algorand, everybody gave up, right? Uniswap crashing. It was down 20% the other day. STX, Bitcoin layer 2. They got to build something on Bitcoin, right? Near in the grayscale AI ETF, which no one wants to talk about. Filecoin, a multi-coin capital play. They will be at the summit. No one cares. I mean, everyone's like, oh, wow, what's going to happen? Dude, it's already right here. It's right here for you. It's like a big poster you put on your wall that you walk by every day and you don't look at it. You don't look at it. I just introduced End the Fed. End the Fed. Okay. All right, bro. Well, you know what? You can end the Fed if you want. Or you can have the Fed or the Treasury put high-powered money in the system. Most likely, in order for the Fed to not get ended, they're going to put high-powered money in the system to stop capital markets from crashing in the orange man's face. That's what's going to happen, right? Or they're going to disappear. Like, it's a survival thing now. They're going to put high-powered money in the system, and that's what's going to move crypto. That's why the dollar is collapsing. It could be, right? In other words, if the Fed, if the Treasury and the Fed want the dollar lower, or the Treasury and the president want the dollar lower, it's going lower. And if there's a yen oopsie daisy going on, I don't know. The Fed will figure out how to cushion that. If stocks go down, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. It's like stocks go down, great. Bitcoin at 80, okay. Yeah, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Coinbase reportedly exploring the launch of a tokenized version of its stock. Okay, well, you know what? If you want to issue a Coinbase meme coin, that's better than GigaChat. At least Coinbase has an idea. I'll take an idea from Coinbase. I don't know where this guy Armstrong is. This guy Armstrong should be on the tape every single day, all day. Oh my God, I'm listing this. Oh my God, we're going to build. Here's all this new stuff we're coming in. Come on into crypto. Where are these guys? Supposedly, it's really hard to get into Coinbase. I can go into Coinbase, sit down with somebody like, here's a legal pad and a pen, write this down, and then get on the tape. Get on Twitter. Take this and go outside and get on Twitter. You can buy me lunch. They got a building full of people, and at least this is an idea. Bitwise files for an Aptos ETF. What's Aptos? I don't know. It's like it's like the redheaded stepchild of layer ones. There's like there's SUI, there's SEI, and there's Aptos. Fast layer ones, man. Let's go. They're making an ETF because someone wants to buy it. They don't just make ETFs. Someone wants to buy it. Okay. Someone wants to buy it. Okay. So this is the dollar on a monthly chart. This is the one chart market update. That is a 13 top on a monthly chart. And this is going the other way, right? I don't even know the last time you had a 13 top in the dollar. I can't even find it on a monthly chart. Honestly, it's I think the last 13 top in the dollar was 1983, right? And you see what happened to the dollar in 1983. This is what the orange man wants, by the way. This is called the Plaza Accord, and there was something done at Mar-a-Lago called the Mar-a-Lago Accord, where they want the dollar lower. They can't tariff everybody, and they can't have everybody retaliate on tariffs unless the dollar is lower and American goods are cheaper abroad. They want it down, and it is down. And if they want it down, it's going down. If they want crypto up, it's going up, and that's it. And we're all like, well, we have to watch out. We have to wait and say, is Trump going to come out and say, you know what? I love Algorand. I'm buying Dogecoins. It's happening right before your eyes. And if they dip it, or they make it choppy, or they make it hard on you, good. If it's hard to buy crypto, good. If they're bearish crypto, good. If the yen carry trade makes stocks freak out, good. Good. Oh, everyone's upset? Good. The market's down? Good. Good. That's just my attitude, right? Okay, you want to hear some good news? Here's some good news. This is a terrible candlestick, Bitcoin. Not a terrible candlestick. It's a terrible DeMark signal. So you have a 13 top and a 9 top on Bitcoin, which means Bitcoin will dip. And who knows? Maybe Bitcoin's going to go back down to 81. Maybe Bitcoin's going to go to 79. Good. Good. Right? In other words, if everyone's like, oh, I want to retire the bloodline. I want generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy research. I want someone to tell me what to do. Okay. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but I can just tell me what to do. They show me 70 something Bitcoin. My brain, I've already programmed my brain. That's like showing me 16K. And if they want to hit this thing, go ahead. If they want to sell the fact, go ahead. I mean, I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't care. I just don't care. Right. I'm hammered by this market. I'm hammered. I don't know what to do. No one's paying attention to my YouTube videos. Wah. That's it. I'm making a stand. You know, Solana, 13 bottom, dead. No one interested in Solana. You know, it's easy to get down on Solana because of pump.fun. I am sick of Solana. I'm not going to lie. The whole purpose of Solana in my mind is something you can dump to buy antivirus. But somebody did make a point when they were knocking XRP that it's actually pro Solana. This network has been tested, right? They did Trump on this network. They did this network until they broke it, right? This thing has been tested by massive volume, massive. So this network, you know, you can run a lot of stuff. And I'm sure that's what Kyle Samani's going to say. He's going to stand up and he's like, yo, bro, you want to run the world, run it on Solana. This is not priced in. I mean, Solana, because, you know, pimple-faced meme coin dinwits just killed it. They're just like, I don't want to play anymore. Right. Somebody told me I was going to make $1 million on pump.fun and they took all my money. So I don't want to play anymore, which is unfortunate because this thing is like, I don't know. This is back. Solana was at 140 in May of 2024. Solana was at 140 in February of 2024. Where has Solana gone in a year? Nowhere. Nowhere. You have a battle-tested layer 1 network with like Mr. Solana from Multicoin Capital at the White House. No one interested. No one. Okay. Great. Good. Ethereum is a 9 top. Good. Good. Let's drop it. Let's take it down to 2,000. Let's print it at 1,900 in the orange man's face. Go ahead. Yeah. Really good. You know, does this make it hard on your bags? Yeah. But where's it going to be in May? Right? Where's it going to be in May of this year? And where's it going to be in May of next year? Especially if you go back to the dollar, right? Like a lot of times, like, you know, the dollar goes down or it sits, or when the dollar does these like climactic tops, like, oh, boom. Oh, look, it's great. Boom. Oh, look how great it is back in 2000. This was the .com top. This was the last bust. Rates down, dollar, whoosh, see ya. See ya. Right? Greenspan had interest rates artificially too high in 2000. Bang. You have no idea how bullish this is. Everyone's like, yeah, gold's going up. Yeah, okay. Bitcoin could go up for the same reasons. They continue to smack the dollar like this. It's going up. 30-minute antivirus chart. No one interested at 6 million. I'm going to do some videos and I'm going to make them interested. Okay. McAfee is the biggest meme in the history of crypto and no one knows it. Everybody who gets in trouble everyone wants to be an action hero. McAfee was a real action hero. And being a real action hero wasn't that fun because you got bad guys trying to hunt you down. It's not a movie that's over in 3 hours. It's not even a series that's over in, you know, I don't know, 24 episodes. You want to be an action hero? You want to be pro crypto? You want to fight for what's right? Okay. Wait until these guys turn on talking McAfee. I already asked McAfee some questions about markets, about influencers, about maybe even guys like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say his name because they'll shut it off. But, you know, the guy from Romania who came over here, you know, these guys, they all want to be tough guys. They all want to get in trouble. They all want to be, you know, they all want to get in front of the law. You know, okay. You guys want to do that? You guys are going to have to get up really early in the morning to beat McAfee. And like I said, when the holographic or the audio McAfee is doing his own podcast and the hologram is talking on Joe Rogan in a year and a half, I'll remind you where this thing was at 6 million. Like I said, market's not going up. Good. Good. Market goes down. Good. My bags stink. Good. Your bags stink. The other guy's bag stinks, and he's going to get bearish, and he's going to miss this. Ski Mask Dog. Say a prayer for Ski Mask Dog. Gets above 8 cents. You know what's kind of funny? Feels like sellers are out of gas here. God forbid Ski Mask Dog gets lumped into this American-made crypto thing. There's got to be an American-made meme somewhere other than Doge, right? I mean, I'm trying to be positive. Everyone hates it. Everybody out. It can't reclaim a technical level. We all know this. It's old news. Everyone hates Ski Mask Dog. You know what? Good. Everyone hates Arrow. Good. Good. Just go right on continuing to hate it. And then when crypto Twitter and Doomberg and everybody else figures out what's going on with Michael Saylor, my short micro strategy, no one wants to touch Bitcoin and the dollar's collapsing. And the orange man wants crypto higher. And 85% of the people in crypto are bearish off this information. Okay. So here's the deal. You know, once you get backed into a corner, like once YouTube videos that have 6,000 views have 600 views and you're getting turned off, like there's two choices. You can quit. This is me talking to me. You can quit or you can just go all in. You know, everybody wants to be in crypto when it's easy. Of course we do, right? We want to buy it. We want it to go 20x and sell and dump it on someone's head before it goes down 90%, right? So someone else buys your bag, gets destroyed while you go on vacation and buy a Lambo. That's not how this is going to work this time. This is not. You're going to have to buy this thing when everyone hates it. And the longer they keep it down here and the worse it looks, and the more they sell NVIDIA, and the more we talk about tariffs, the yen carry trade, all the bearish stuff. Oh, it's sell the fact. They didn't mention my bag. Blah, blah, blah. The more blah, 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 blah you hear, you just look at it and go, good. Good. And then you see if they can crack it, right? So they got all this negative stuff, and I'm going to look at the bears and be like, okay, dude, crack it. Take it down to 60K, liquidate Michael Saylor, go ahead. Go ahead. Good luck. And if you're wrong, I'm going to be standing there to take advantage because you're the one that's going to get liquidated, not you, the viewer, right? You, the bearish person, or you, the person on crypto Twitter, or Peter Schiff, or whoever, right? It's like, what is your attitude when things get difficult? Like, what is my attitude when I do videos and 600 people watch them? Well, I guess I got to make more videos. That's it, right? What do you do when they don't want crypto? Buy more crypto. That's what I did. Now, you have to manage your book your way. I can just tell you what's going on out there. Okay? Crypto scams says President Trump's World Liberty Financial ready to buy SUI. Okay? Why is BTC dumping? Dude, because they're bearish. That's why. Because they're bearish. And because of the yen carry trade. That's it. Right? The yen carry trade, the yen goes down. I'm sorry, the yen goes up, and everybody in equities has to liquidate speculative trades. In other words, hedge funds get caught. Hedge funds are, they're short the yen and it's going up. They're long NVIDIA and it's going down. And they're short MicroStrategy, and that's part 3 of the trade. But Bitcoin is dumping because stocks are dumping. Stocks are garbage. Stocks may go down. Stocks may go down hard. I don't know what's going to go on in stocks. What I do know is if they want to cheapen this up for whatever reason, I don't care. Good. Now, if you got to make adjustments with bags and you did trades that you know are no good, then get rid of the trades. Because if they give you an opportunity, like everyone thinks Bitcoin's going to 150K. Everybody. That's my long-term target for Bitcoin is 150K. Right. So are you on the tape telling people that you might be able to buy Bitcoin and get a 90% return? Because that's what Bitcoin at 150 means. You could buy it at 80 something and get an 80% return on Bitcoin. Who's telling you that? Nobody. All right, people, I just told you what I'm doing. You watch that dollar, and we'll see who wins. We'll see you tomorrow.